88.9 of you are going to ignore this year in 2019. You're not going to get a second opinion. You're not going to stress test your financial plan. So let's dive in and find out why this is so important. Well, as a successful business owner or dentist, you just want to make smart choices with your money. And the vast majority of advisors and other professionals that you work with, well, they're dedicated to absolutely helping you achieve all that's important to you. But there's a problem. A substantial portion of them are pretenders. They're just not up to the task. And you also need to watch out and protect yourself from predators because their goal is to take advantage of you. If you want to maximize your personal wealth and become seriously wealthy, if you want to build up that $20 million of personal net worth outside of your business, you need to avoid working with pretenders. You need to avoid working with predators. Your mission is clear. You've got to find and work with high-quality wealth managers. Now, unfortunately, it's far likely that you're going to end up finding yourself working with pretenders and possibly even predators, and you may not know until it's too late. Well, there's some good news. It turns out many successful business owners really do a good job of recognizing when something feels off or wrong or not quite right. And it turns out that the years of experience that you have in building and growing a financially strong company, that increases your ability to spot when you may not be getting the financial advice you deserve. So one of the best ways to deal with the possibly economic destructive situation of being not sure or feeling a little uncertain is to get a second opinion about your current financial situation, how it's being managed, or if you're thinking about doing something new, you should consider getting a second opinion on that also. So why is this a good move? Well, getting a second opinion can be a great move because it's a wise move, even if you've already taken action, because if you're a little bit unsure, if you're a little anxious about what's going on, you've got the opportunity to correct mistakes or use a different product, different solution so that you can accomplish your goal. Simply put, second opinions make a ton of sense. And this is what most people don't do. There's a massive dichotomy among successful business owners out there when it comes to getting a second opinion on their finances. A great many of you get second opinions when you have issues dealing with medical or healthcare. Ever had an issue? You've probably gotten a second opinion. But when it comes to a personal financial situation, 1 in 6 of you have ever obtained a second opinion. Now, when it comes to the medical side, I have no idea if 40% is a high or low number for getting a second opinion because there may never be a need to get a second opinion medically unless you have a family member who's very ill or you come up with some disease. But when it comes to your personal financial situation, that's just not the case. So many financial advisors lack the expertise, and there's some who do look to exploit business owners that I can say with a fair amount of confidence, far too business owners are seeking out second opinions. Let's look at what the business owners who did get a second opinion, let's see if they found that valuable. Well, out of the 65% who got a second opinion on their health care, 65% said that was a great move. When we look at successful business owners who got a second opinion on their personal financial situation, look at this number. 90% said they found it very, very valuable. So when it comes to your personal financial situation, get a second opinion because it can be so valuable. But the question remains, and you should be asking yourself this, when you sit down for a second opinion, what should you be looking for? If that decision's left to chance, you may end up working with a pretender or even a predator. So what are the things that you should look for when meeting with someone for a second opinion? Well, there's 2 components that I want you to keep in mind. The 2 components for reliable second opinion. The first is a discovery meeting. The second is a comprehensive objective assessment. The discovery meeting, your first interaction with any professional who's evaluating your financial health should be a discovery meeting. At this meeting, it's the professional's job to learn everything they can about you so that they can gain a comprehensive picture of your values, your goals, your challenges, your concerns, everything that's important to you. For example, a true high-quality wealth manager, they're going to ask you a series of questions aimed at uncovering information, and I can't emphasize this enough, they're actually going to listen to what you say. They're not just going to talk, they're going to listen to your answers. Have you ever been with an advisor or the presence of someone who asks just a couple questions and then, boom, before you know it, they've launched into a well-rehearsed speech about all their amazing capabilities and skills? Well, you contrast this to a true discovery meeting. That's designed so the wealth manager can learn about you as a person. If you meet with an advisor who makes recommendations after spending just a few minutes with you, or spends a lot more time talking about themselves instead of asking about you and your life, chances are you're not in the presence of a high-quality wealth manager who can really give you a reliable second opinion on your financial position. The second part, a comprehensive objective assessment. Well, the second part is that wealth manager will take everything they've learned about you and they're going to go back and really match your goals and needs against your current strategy. They're going to look at where you are now, where you want to go, and then any gaps that need to be closed to get you there. They're going to look and see if there's any opportunities that are not being taken advantage of or that you can pursue more effectively. Ultimately, though, the goal is to determine the extent that you are achieving your goals and your objectives with the current advisors that you're working with. Now, I want to point something out. It's so important. If you sit down for a second opinion with a high-quality wealth manager and you're being well served by your current professionals, they're going to tell you. They're going to say, we think you're being well served and we can improve on what you're doing, because a high-quality wealth manager will only take on clients that they can deliver significant value for. If that's not the case, if you're in good shape, that wealth manager is not going to try to win your business. Likewise, if that wealth manager believes you're not being well served by your current professionals and you need a new approach, they're going to share that with you too. If that's not the case, the wealth manager will discuss with you whether they're the right professional to serve you based upon their unique abilities to enhance your financial situation. So ultimately, if you're in doubt, if you're uneasy, if you have questions, it's probably a really good idea to get a second opinion from a high-quality wealth manager. I don't want you to be part of the 88.9% of people who ignore this advice. Let's move the needle on your most important financial goals. Go out there, get a second opinion. My name's Tim McNeely. I'm in your corner. Get out there, make it a great day.